Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Chicks and how to navigate them. So I was already getting like moving away from stormy waters. And this could be in regards to like your mind, like making your mind a better place, like really cultivating self-love and creating a safe space for you to exist, right? And that involves healing a lot of heartbreak, right? But it's gonna bring like I heard massive amounts of new beginnings and I heard mystery as well as victory, right? So it's important to find a new perspective when it comes to this heartbreak. Like, yes, it was painful. Yes, it pulled you apart from the seams, right? But it also brought you a new way of being, a new way of healing, and recognizing like how to put yourself back together again amongst, the hurt. Really finding balance between your light and your dark, really allowing and really cultivating a connection with your angels and your guides as well. 111 on the timer. Yeah, and you recognize that you were being bound by your own hands, right? Oh, right. Okay. So you were being bound by your own hand, and that you just had to make the decision to like stop putting yourself in the corner, right? Stop acting as if you were not this bright, beautiful sun, and like you didn't have the, I heard answers to alignment in your hands, within your power, right? To be this creative boss energy, to really step into owning the game, recognizing like you hold the power to create absolutely anything, right? You could be very stubborn as well. But instead of creating horrible stuff, like you recognize that it was time to bring the tower on these I heard bad people with bad intentions, but as well as yourself, like holding yourself back. And then you stepping into this leadership position of recognizing like it's your time to lead, especially yourself, and be confident, 2 3 4 on the timer, in who you're becoming, right? In this creative adventure you're starting, right? Yeah, and you're I didn't even want to so you're in this limbo place of recognizing like, hey, we're always going to be healing, and then like also building this nest around yourself, of building this safety, this creative energy, a space to be, right? So you may be being called to make creativity a priority, align a time during your day that's just for creation. She's funny. Yeah, and like really chase your passions, chase what lights you up, like with the quickness is what I heard. Hi, Beto. Sorry. Am I in your way there, darling? I am in the way for the cat. She doesn't like that position. Yeah, and really like, I keep hearing honing in on your creative abilities, like 3 4 5 on the timer. Your creative magical abilities, bro. You be honing in on that shit. You be taking the power into your own hands. And I have another cat meowing out there, so I heard you might get a new either you're getting a new animal, or you're getting a new kitten, or you're just getting a guide in reference to an animal, right? And you're also recognizing like the power of balancing your light and dark, as well as like taking your seat, I heard, at the table. So I don't know if you're coming to a new job or exactly what that is. It could be a creative table, seeing as how she's standing on top of the orange and red, recognizing like how important creativity is. Creating, 444 on the timer. Creation. But you are this creator creating, and so it's important you're creating consciously, right? And then you're also recognizing like you are this powerful force to be reckoned with, right? And that you can hold the flame, but you can also give it to others. Like, you can light everyone up. You don't have to hold this all to yourself. You recognize there is power in sharing your power, your fire, your flame with others, right? You're really becoming bright, beautiful, confident in who you want to be. And I love that energy. I really do. As well as like recognizing your power of transformation. You're letting go of this. I heard this card always gives me blood in the water. Of someone who's been trying to put blood in the water, or like mess with your mind. Someone, but you're letting go of that, and you're finally pulling yourself out of this bad headspace where you were constantly judging or criticizing yourself, which is related to like a childhood wound. So the blood in the water could be like a family member that they like to keep you small, or they like to kind of harp on you in order to keep you under what they consider their control. But I think you're recognizing like how not only you're powerful, there's power in transformation, right? And allowing transformation to happen. Like, you hold this immense amount of wisdom in your heart space, right? And with the crow, I was getting like Odin really connecting to the God in you, right? As well as like wielding your sword wisely. And the dragonfly on the sword is like spirit guides or angels, ancestors with you. And you're really opening up to a speaking, I heard truth, but I was going to say speaking position, like really learning to tell your story, to be a way shower for others of how to speak what you want into life. Yeah, you're letting go of this anxious energy, where you were constantly worrying about what others thought of you, right? And who you should be. You're learning to sing your own song, really toot your own horn as well. Really be secure in who you want to be and secure in your emotions. 717 on the timer. And you're switching your perspective from this lack mindset to an abundance, to a really grateful mindset, like where you're embodying gratitude. Right? And you're also cultivating your craft, really learning to play with your wand, really learning to like embrace like the joy of being a beginner at something, like starting new, starting over even. So you may have just moved, or you're getting ready to move. And recognizing like you have the whole world in your hands via prayer. You can create literally anything. You just have to put your mind to it, and you have to believe that you're worthy of it. So we're letting go of these unworthiness things, and this standing guard all the time, worrying about what's next to come. Like, you're letting the fight go. You're letting the anger, the envy that anybody tries to throw at you go. You're like, that's not mine to keep, bro. It's yours. As well as like sending these people love. Like they're sending you all this, I was gonna say woo woo, but negativity, envy, jealousy, you know, and you're like, okay, let me take that and send you a little love bubble, you know. And so that comes back to you in more ways than you know or recognize. Okay. Let's get an oracle. And you're letting go of any pride or any prideful people as well. And any vices that are holding you back. You're definitely breaking a cycle, and like bringing in generational wealth for not only you but your family by your atonement of errors, by recognizing like you hold this power to and responsibility to atone these errors. Yeah, you're letting go of some vices and reconciliation, like reconciling with yourself, with who you truly want to be. Self-atonement, like you are mastering yourself. You are, I heard, mastering your mission. And you are highly guided and protected on this mission as well, right? And so it's funny, we have protection and protection of criminals. I think people who thought that they were able to, they had this protection, right? Because you were in their energy. Once you were out of their energy, that protection was revoked because it was your protection. It was your guidance that was helping them along, you know. Yeah, and they were hoping to keep you for the long haul. We have longevity and spiritual troubles because they wanted to avoid themselves. The work that you're doing, they were hoping to like ride your coattails in a sense. 10-10 on the timer. But they can no longer do that since you wielded that sword wisely. Okay. Well, I was going to say yes or no, but we're going to do cosmic insights because that's what I pulled out. So we'll see what Spirit wants you to know about this energy. Yeah, they definitely tried to put a love spell on you. It didn't work because it came in the reverse. And Spirit was compromising. Spirit was communicating with you the whole time and letting you know, the situation had to happen so that you could, I heard, improve your spiritual health as well as spiritual wealth, right? Yeah, as well as improve your discernment so that you could recognize when Spirit was telling you caution, that you actually listened to it, that you weren't like, no, it's fine, 11-11 on the timer. Yeah, and there was definitely someone else in that situation, or someone, like a third party. It doesn't have to be like an affair per se, but it was someone just like in your business, or someone that didn't want your dreams and wishes to come to fruition. We have pets. Getting a new pet, see, I already said that though, so that's cool. And sexuality, someone is still figuring themselves out. Yeah, so that's funny. So someone else could have been of a different sex or the same sex, but who knows? No judgment here. You might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or you have it in your chart. Yeah, we've got confessions on the bottom. So someone definitely wanted to keep you in the dark about who you truly are, because they saw it long before you did, right? But if they kept you under their control, under their, I heard, persuasion, then they were protected by your light, right? And once you took your light, they didn't have that protection. And now I hear that they are bitter. That's what I heard in my head, was they are bitter. Bitter Betty. All right, some of mine. Their opinion of you is none of your business. It only matters if you believe it. So let go of what this person or these people think of you. You know what I mean? This negativity they're trying to send to you. That's funny because on the top is mother wounds. They've got some mother wounds that are really interfering with who they're trying to be, but they don't recognize that because they're wounded. Be open to receive. Your blessings are blowing up. Stop letting your mind convince you you're not worthy of them, because you are. 13-13 on the timer. From the head to the heart, a journey to love, really recognizing it's time to get out of our heads and into our hearts, right? What is your environment reflecting back to you? Hashtag mirror, mirror, right? So if you're thinking you're unworthy, you're going to feel, you're going to keep getting things that show you're unworthy. 13-33. So really recognize the power of your mind and how you're wielding that sword wisely, right? Or be wielding that sword wisely. Focus on family. Isn't it wonderful? And I heard focus on yourself too. Focus on your dreams. Focus on your goals. You are a guide. Use your experiences to teach others. Definitely speaking your truth. Speaking, like telling your story. I feel like that's a big deal lately. And I heard in my head right before I pulled this one, the only way to predict the future is to create it. Right? So you're being called to this creation energy where you're making magic. 14-14 on the timer. Acting like they care. It's convenient to keep you around. I felt this energy. It's like someone that wants, it's convenient for their spiritual protection. Like if they keep you bound to them, or try to, then they think they're gifted. They think, well, yeah, they think they're gifted because they have the gift that is you. Get present. It's a gift. I was halfway reading that. That's why. Stop projecting your fears and insecurities onto your partner. Deal with your shit. This could be you or them. 14-14. All right, it was 14-44. Deal with your shit, bro. So it's really like recognizing, like we all have wounds. We're all walking around with wounds, and if we're not healing them, then we're inevitably hurting others, right? And it doesn't make it okay or justified if you're unaware of it, right? And it's your responsibility to heal these wounds. We can't put them on one another, you know? This one just flipped out and it says, you're unhappy because you're letting fear run your life, and love is the answer. Really sinking into your heart space and not letting fear run your life, not letting your ego take control, not letting your inner child who is hurt ruin good things for you or convince you that you're not worthy of them, because you are. Okay. Angel questions. We've got you're ready, perfect timing, and forgiveness. Bro, really forgive yourself for the situations that you've gone through. Forgive the people that have put you there. I mean, don't forget about it, but definitely like forgive them, because it unchains you from this 1555. It unchains you. It sets you free. So I hope this helps, guys.